Hello, and we're back again. Goofy back out on Killer with some ARP Plague, and you know, we just had some Doctor, and now we got Plague. Plague is pretty boring to me, so I am hoping that we see something really interesting. Last time I seen Plague, it's been a while. I think we got a 5-gen chase. So, and speaking of chase, um, yeah. So I mean, are you expecting Goofy to get another insane result?
I see. This is from my yeah. I would be very surprised if Boofy suddenly drops the ball here because Boofy, from my viewpoint, just watching how they played as the Doctor, the principles are there. Just needs to kind of like make sure they reinforce that into the Plague this time. But like I said, there's only yeah. It's yeah. I fully reasonably I think Boofy will do absolutely fine.
Yeah, I was saying woe because he has trail of. Oh wow, this is very bad.
Oh,
This is
in the basement as well.
very bad. Oh, yeah. Goofy has trail of torment, which is interesting to bring on ARP. But regardless, um, yeah, he kind of caught them off guard with the stealth, the undetectable, and he grabbed his power, and we were walking into basement, and I think this just kind of set the entire mood of how the game is gonna go.
Yeah, no, again, it was a very quick one as well. I mean, that's the first,
Yeah.
again, another hook before the first gen being popped. Again, it's
Yeah.
terrifying that, playing that well. But again, it's good to see that there's some level of like determination with this.
Yeah, I
He's
think
not going to drop the ball.
we've only had, I think, going forward. Oh,
Oh no.
yeah. We've only had one team max out on extra points, so Ivory is the second team, which is kind of both all two teams. They're kind of two teams merged. Oh wow, I'm surprised they got the basement on hook. Um, so I've
Hmm.
seen both these players, and they kind of had a rough time in the like main tournament. So to see them all playing so well, Goofy
Oh.
with such a like a really good killer performance back to back, I
Hmm.
am. I don't know. I'm presently surprised. Holy fuck.
I'm kind of surprised that they
Oh no.
Ace threw down the shack pallets so quick. Like there was no
No, I don't know.
hesitation. It was just immediate.
Oh
Yeah.
what? Oh. Wait. This might. No,
Oh
I don't
no,
think that was the
it's
right angle, but
no,
um.
it's always difficult trying to save that when the killer's right up against those tires. It honestly, the vision hitbox does not love you for doing it.
Yeah, at least we can say Moon who got slugged uh, got picked up off of the ground. We have a gen pop. I think Otaku's he did drop Shaq probably prematurely, but maybe he just wasn't trusting in his distance to make it around. But now we're in chase with our No Mither survivor. I think no. We're going back to continue our tunnel out. I mean, again, it's a death at 4 gens. I don't know.
Interesting as why he's trying to tunnel out the ace so quick, but then again, I suppose again it just takes away that additional teammate. It's that extra lifeline they no longer have. So at the end of the day, it just seems to be it is the right play. It just completely cripples them because then they're a leg down.
Yeah. I think now we're gonna have no. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's perfect timing actually. We're gonna take the hook onto Dub, which is not what I was expecting, but I think we just want the painters to make sure we get a really favorable result. Even though again, I mean, I think that's kind of guaranteed. We haven't really
Yeah.
seen much chase though, so I hope Otaku, now that he's on the bottom side of the map or top side of the map, um, shows us something nice, impressive, or something. Oh no, we're getting power.
Yeah. I mean, oh no, more corruption. That's never fun. No, it was the right call from Dub's side because obviously it gives Otaku that little lifeline to hang on, and absolutely, it would have been silly just to go right. I'm just going to let him go because, frankly, I'm injured already. If I get taken down again, that's it's game
Yeah,
over, man. Game over.
this tile should be hard for Wolf. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Oh no, I think we're just dead now. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I was gonna say they got
Oh,
so lucky, but yeah, that was probably not the best choice or place to run. But I mean, I don't know. They had nowhere else to go, so we're gonna get our third cleaners. Surprisingly enough, um, you know, they're popping gems, even with well, they popped two, but that's more than they popped last time. I think.
well, that's exactly. I mean, like I say, they they're keeping a consistent pace with their gens, which is nice to see. The problem is that they're constantly going back and forth between either working the gens, saving their friends, and just little is really sticking. If that makes sense, like
Yes.
there doesn't seem to be, there's just not a lot they can reasonably do because they're either again, it's the case of Otaka going down when I was saying before that if someone else goes down, that's it. They're going to be down another person, and it's they're just not going to have a chance then.
Yeah, we have eruption on this gen that's really, really close, and another gen did pop. I can only assume Otaku was on it. So they are down to one gen, which is almost like complete opposite performance. So I'm glad, you know, I'm glad that this we're seeing a change in the Survivor game for sure, especially with the stealthing from Otaku.
Mm, yeah, I mean, I genuinely, I know Dead by Daylight is a scary game in the right circumstances, but I can't think of anything more terrifying than having someone race over and just throw up on me. But I suppose in this game it just works for people.
That is true. I know, you know, some people like really dislike Plague because of the vomiting and stuff.
Yeah, they might have emetophobia, that weird, like, well, not weird, the phobia of throwing up.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it's
So
called now.
yeah. I can see it. I'd be terrified if someone was coming to me projectile vomiting from like 50 meters away. I'd be going, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I probably would if I got thrown up on. I'd probably project all that as well. But I think we're gonna get down to one gen. I mean, we're kind of on the bottom side of the map. We're holding down a. No, we're not holding down a good gen. The gens are split, yeah. And we have another gen 90. So I think we're gonna pop all gens, but I don't know if the stages are gonna be favorable, and I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know. Excuse
No,
me.
it
Get
just
more outs.
no, it's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everyone gets tired. But no, I was gonna say just there doesn't seem to be a hell of a lot of hope unless they immediately decide, you know what, I'm getting tired of playing Dead by Daylight and just sit down and put their flashlights down and just let the plague do what she needs to do. But again, realistically how this is going, they might actually end up pulling out with a couple of people. There we go. All the gens have popped.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So now they just need to.
Oh, we're done.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. I think Goofy is gonna try to accumulate some extra uh here and there's and somethings, but I mean at this point
Hmm.
he kinda already has like mostly all of it fresh. But I do think if we last long enough to get a pickup and I don't know, do something. I mean, I think he's gonna hook Moon, um, but they should get the
Ooh.
hook for free. We're gonna max out on points for at least for 4 stages. If he gets 2 kills, that's extra points for him. But if they somehow are able to get 3 points, like I mean the 3 out, they will get extra points themselves. So I'm hoping more. I'm leaning towards Sirenia, kind of making a little tiny comeback. Oh, oh shit! I always forget. Yeah. Also, that's what I was just about to say. They're not cleansing. I'm actually a little
No.
bit surprised that they even sent an injured Fang on the gate, especially with one hook left, instead of having her go to the unhook. But
No, well, I mean, there's not. The problem with the plague is that if you're going to cleanse, you may as well just give her her power up, and that's something you don't really want to do because then, that's it. You're just causing additional injury facilities. Like I say,
oh wow, I forgot gold.
ooh,
Oh, they're
that
gonna
was
get a photo,
nice.
I
That was
think.
nice.
Oh
Oh,
wow,
are they all able to escape?
I believe so.
Come
This
on,
guy
come on,
is.
come on! This will be interesting. Let's see this.
Nah, he's bloodless, and I don't really know where to add him. Um, but at the same time, I think we're still gonna only get one kill. So, oh, I don't know where Otaku is. So I would hope at the other gate. Cleansing? I don't know. Okay.
No, he's right here,
Yeah.
cleansing.
Either way, one kill, but we still have quite a bit of stages, so it really doesn't matter. Really good performance on both sides. I'm
Yeah.
quite pleased that the comeback, even though it's a lot of stages, they still got a 3 out, which means they are still. I'm the killer, a very known French killer player, and there's not really a win condition, but we'll say that we got a 3 out last game. I believe it was 11 stages or 10, somewhere along there. It might have been 10. So yeah, right now we're just kind of looking. What do you think, Spider? Like, do you think Dove is gonna just come with like some crazy play and make up for his team's first doctor performance?
Well, so from what I can see already, he is the way it is currently looking. He's already kind of like pre-setting up things. So as you'll see, he's throwing up everywhere, and you see that a lot. Well, you tend to see a mix with it. So we saw in the last game that rather than like setting up traps and like kind of infesting a like vomiting on to the pallets and generators, all that Boofy was doing was just going straight for the kills, which absolutely not a problem. It's the right
Yeah,
strategy to go for. But here, it's it's a good idea that what is being set up right now, it's inconveniencing, because then it doesn't need to be much. It just needs to be like right there. Boofy's already infested with a plagued injury state, and if that happens to all of them, that's it. It's going to be a massive headache for them to have to deal with that
yeah.
throughout the entire game.
Especially with the Diana.
Oh,
I think the two builds that we have here are probably, or that we've seen, is probably the best representation of. Oh, the killer has left. Um, oh no, he's not. The best representation of like two different playstyles. Oh, that was a really ambitious thing to do. Um, they're two different playstyles basically. You have Dana
mhm.
and Eruption to like, play really slow. Um, but even though we have our power now, but I don't know if we're gonna get ran. We have like only 15 more seconds before we are a minute into the chase. Um, and oh man, Novel's been doing a really good job. He was actually the person who. Oh, never mind.
You can respect the ambition. You could see Norville was like, "I'm gonna flashlight blind this. I'm gonna do it," and
Yeah.
then didn't do it. He just went straight into the floor. But I can respect that. I can respect that.
Only a few seconds away from the 60-second chase and a few seconds away from getting points for getting a generator before the first down. So that those extra points are actually going to go over to Dub. And two gens popping though. We have some gens on the bot side of the map where our hook is. Dub is showing pretty far, but I am sure he has a game plan. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Um, I don't. This gen pressure from the serve team is like perfect.
it's exactly what you want it to be.
Yeah,
It's intense, and as the killer, you already are feeling the time pressures when you're looking at it and going, "Oh Christ, I've only got one kill, or one hook, I should say, excuse me." And already I'm, having the generators breathing down my neck. I'm already, sweating a bit.
yeah. I mean, what can you even like? Oh, that. Oh my god, that was gonna hit. What can you even do in this situation, really? Um,
Well, mhm. There's just not there's not a lot you can do apart from just hope that
nice.
again the survivors just make a mistake. But
Good job.
again, ooh, like that, that's a pretty good mistake to make.
Yeah,
Um,
in the
but
favor of
again,
Dub.
oh yeah, absolutely in the favour of Dub. I think I kind of jinxed it. I think we might have to cancel this match and restart it again.
Yeah,
Not
that
joking.
was twice.
Um, but yeah, it's just when you've already got two generators just ready to go, you're already thinking, "Oh God, what am I going to do here?" But no, it's refreshing to see that these survivors, they aren't letting things kind of get on top of them. it's good.
Yeah, they're like in a good spot. They have this 3 gen, but it's not the tightest, and also they are working a gen bot side. So in I believe they can kind of make that gen down there kind of tank all the Pinas, and not really lose any progress outside of the eruption. So I would assume we're gonna see something like that. But unfortunately, we're gonna find Norville going for the unhook, and if he goes down here, it might be really, really bad, or it would be really bad. Not even might.
Well, that's it. I mean, Norville is in a bit of a weird predicament here because he needs to do something, and I'd argue that the something he should be doing is getting away and trying to circle around for Boothia at a little bit of a later point, because right now he won't be doing any favors if he gets taken down.
Yeah. And also the chase is kind of getting rid of, oh, they were working this gen
Oh,
prematurely. Oh, so we're losing all of our gens. Oh my god, I'm literally a
oh
fucking
my
fortune teller.
god!
Um, yeah. I don't know if that was like a, it felt like maybe it was gonna be a distraction. But somehow, oh goodness, somehow he was able to like, I don't know, like he was able to get out of that situation, which is not something that you see often, to be honest. Um,
No, well, like I say, you kind of locked yourself at a pallet and your friend hanging on a hook. Where, by the way, I just want to point out Boofy is still on the hook,
yeah.
despite the fact that yes, Boofy's just been hanging here going, guys, guys. But
There we
yeah,
go.
no, there we go, there we go. They remembered he was there.
Oh well.
Oh, that is, oh, that was. I can appreciate the little crouch down, the little disrespect before then getting caught out. I can
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Oh, he's not going for a basement. What the hell? Okay. Maybe he was scared of them taking hits. No, I don't know. He didn't go for basement, so this pool maybe kind of free. We do see Norvals here, which I believe they're just gonna go. Oh no, this is probably gates open. I feel like we're in a pretty a good spot to get another very strong result. I mean, this result is already pretty strong. Oh no.
Ooh.
The Nace, going for the Nace might have cooked him, yeah.
Never want a pallet he did it again. Again, I can appreciate the disrespect for ducking underneath projectile vomit. I can love it. Oh,
But we're
a
gonna
nice
get
purge
another.
as well. Oof.
I am surprised that we, the survivors, are letting another stage go. But again, it doesn't really matter for their points in general. I mean, it affects their points, like not their escape points, but overall, like, they've made up for that with so much extra points that they got. What the fuck?
Uh, it- but- oh,
Why?
oh my god, that is impressive. That was impressive. I love that.
I don't know how that worked.
I well, the only thing I can think is, oh no, that's not going to work. I hate to say it, but yeah, that was a an oof, chief.
Yeah, I
Oof.
literally, I okay, I as much,
Oh no.
um, as much